Did you know that grabbing a meal at McDonald's can now set you back over $16? Yep, you read that right. It feels like just yesterday McDonald's was the go-to spot for a quick and cheap bite. Now prices are climbing faster than a cat up a tree, making us wonder if we're on the fast track to another Great Depression. Remember the Great Depression? That was when millions lost their jobs, and even the basics were tough to come by. Today we're seeing hints of those tough times creeping back in, especially when a burger and fries now cost more than a fancy restaurant meal did back in the day. Fast food giants like McDonald's, Subway, KFC, Burger King, Domino's, and Taco Bell are giving our wallets a workout, and it's starting to feel like we're in an economic roller coaster we didn't sign up for. Brace yourself, because a limited edition, smoky double quarter pounder BLT meal at McDonald's now costs a whopping $16.10. Not long ago, you could get something similar for less than half that price. And it's not just McDonald's. Fast food prices have skyrocketed by 6.2% over the past year, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Even full-service restaurants aren't immune, with prices rising by 4.3%. These surging costs are a glaring warning sign of deeper economic troubles. Just like during the Great Depression, when even basic items became unaffordable luxuries, today's climbing fast food prices suggest that many people are struggling to keep up with the cost of living. It's a clear indication that we might be on the brink of tough economic times. In this video, we'll dive deep into the reasons behind the climbing fast food prices, what it means for everyday Americans, and how this could be a sign of broader economic issues ahead. The cost of fast food is soaring. Can you believe that in some places, a Big Mac now costs nearly $8? That's right, $8 for a Big Mac. Fast food isn't the cheap, quick option it once was. Recently, a viral video showed a receipt for a smoky double quarter pounder BLT meal, including fries and a drink. Fasten your seatbelts, because we're about to take a roller coaster ride through the world of rising fast food prices and what it means for all of us. The steep price hikes aren't just hitting McDonald's, they're spreading like wildfire across all your favorite fast food joints. Take Subway, for example. The once iconic $5 foot-long now costs around $8 to $10. Over at KFC, that bucket of chicken that used to be $20 now sets you back around $30. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, fast food prices have increased by 6.2% over the past year, with full-service restaurants not far behind, raising their prices by 4.3%. This means that grabbing a quick meal is now becoming more expensive, faster than most other things we spend money on. But why is this happening? Well, inflation is the main culprit. Inflation is pushing up the cost of everything from beef and potatoes to the packaging used for our beloved fast food. McDonald's, for instance, saw its operating expenses rise by 14% in the last quarter alone. This includes higher costs for ingredients and labor. They had to raise their menu prices by about 6% last year and are bracing for even more increases this year. Supply chain issues are also shaking things up. McDonald's recently experienced a fry shortage in Japan due to shipping delays and even had to stop selling milkshakes in the UK for a bit because of supply chain hiccups. These disruptions make it more expensive to source ingredients, which means higher menu prices for us. And let's not forget about labor costs. With a tight labor market, fast food chains are paying more to attract and keep workers. So the next time you're craving some fast food, be prepared to dig a little deeper into your wallet. If you're enjoying this video, please take just a couple of seconds to hit the like button and subscribe. Each like and subscribe helps support this channel and keeps us fired up to keep bringing you awesome content. Thank you so much. Now back to what I was saying, economic indicators and inflation. Have you ever wondered why your favorite fast food seems to be getting more expensive by the day? It's not just about the burgers and fries. It's actually a sign of much bigger economic issues. Fast food prices are climbing, and inflation is the main villain in this story. Inflation is when prices go up and the buying power of your money goes down. When inflation rises, it feels like everything is suddenly more expensive, including your beloved fast food. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, The inflation rate hit a 40-year high of 7% in 2021, the steepest increase since 1982. This skyrocketing inflation affects every corner of the economy. When inflation spikes, the cost of ingredients goes up too. Take beef, for example. Beef prices surged by 20% in 2021, meaning that McDonald's, Burger King, and other chains are shelling out way more for the beef in their burgers. But it's not just beef. Prices for potatoes, lettuce, cheese, and even packaging have also soared. McDonald's reported a 14% increase in operating expenses in the last quarter alone due to these rising costs for raw materials and labor. Workers demanding higher pay to keep up with the cost of living mean fast food chains are paying more to their employees, which adds to their overall expenses. Last year, McDonald's labor costs jumped by 10%, and if that's not enough, supply chain issues are throwing another wrench in the works. The pandemic caused major disruptions in supply chains, leading to delays and shortages. This makes it even more costly to get the ingredients needed for fast food. McDonald's, for instance, faced a fry shortage in Japan due to shipping delays, and they had to temporarily stop selling milkshakes in the UK because of supply chain problems. So, with rising ingredient costs, higher labor expenses, and ongoing supply chain disruptions, fast food prices have nowhere to go but up. According to the National Restaurant Association, fast food menu prices have jumped by 6.2% in the past year, while full-service restaurant prices have climbed by 4.3%. That means the whole food industry is feeling the inflation heat. Impact on consumers. So what does this mean for you and me? Rising fast food prices aren't just about dropping a few extra bucks on a burger. They're shaking up how we live and spend. Over the past year, wages in the U.S. have grown by about 4.5%, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Sounds like good news, right? But when you compare that to the 6.2% increase in fast food prices and the overall 7% inflation rate, you start to see the problem. Our paychecks aren't stretching as far, making it tougher for families to afford even the simplest meals. This gap between wages and prices is forcing people to rethink their spending habits. A study by the Pew Research Center found that 52% of lower-income households have cut back on spending because of rising prices. That means fewer trips to McDonald's, Subway, KFC, Burger King, Domino's, and Taco Bell. Even those who used to see fast food as a cheap and quick option are now second-guessing that impulse buy. People are not just cutting back on fast food, they're also changing the way they shop and eat. More folks are cooking at home to save money. And the impact isn't just on our wallets, it's hitting our social lives too. Fast food has always been the go-to for social hangouts, quick family dinners, or just a tasty treat on a busy day. But with prices climbing, these little joys are becoming less affordable. So, it's not just about the cost of a burger anymore. It's about how rising prices are changing the way we live, eat, and connect with each other. Rising prices are also reshaping how we think about value. Remember when McDonald's dollar menu was the ultimate go-to for budget-friendly meals? Those days are fading fast. With fewer items on the menu and prices climbing, people are hunting for other ways to stretch their dollars. Enter discount grocery stores and bulk buying clubs like Costco and Sam's Club, where savvy shoppers are finding cheaper alternatives to dining out. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button.